everybody. Welcome to Full Time with Max Bretos. We are in the Full Time Studios again. I love this place. Can't tell you where it is. All right, first things first. This is a football soccer forum, but I'm going to begin with the biggest sports story of the weekend and maybe the year, and that's Tiger Woods winning the Masters. You know, I'm not a golf guy. I always ridicule the guys I'd worked at ESPN who loved golf and go, does it get any better than driving down Magnolia Lane? I'm like, yeah, it does. Does it get any better than sitting in Butler's cabin with I'd rather eat a bowl of spaghetti bolognese in my pajamas. That sounds better to me than sitting in Butler's cabin. I'm not here to poo-poo the golf tradition of the Masters, but I'd watch some golf, but I'd always pull against Tiger Woods. Firstly, I always pulled for the underdog, but I didn't like him. He came off very brash, and he was robotic. And when he talked to the media, he patronized them. And he spoke in the third person. Didn't care for it. So this guy then has a titanic fall from grace. Infidelity issues, a lot of them, which cost him his marriage, probably cost him his relationship with his children for a long time. Pharmaceutical issues, we saw him on the side of the road of the highway where he was incoherent, and you're like, this guy is going, he wants to hit rock. He is on a mission to just ruin everything. He suffered. Most of the things that he did, one person was affected by it. It was him. The pharmaceutical things, if you're on the road, obviously this is a very serious issue. You cannot be, and maybe people could have got hurt. And I don't want to minimize that. But everything else cost him everything he had. And we have one life, and you can sit there and torture yourself and bang yourself head against the wall. But he came back, and he was a much more agreeable person. We saw the humor in him. I liked him. Did I want to win anything? No, I don't care. He won an event. And then I saw this, and you see this Terminator on the field at the Masters, and he wins it. And I pulled for him, and I'm happy for it. And I see on social media there's a debate about people saying like he should continue to pay for his indiscretions. And I'm like, no, you have one life. Get over it. Just get on with life. He did. And enjoy it. And repair things. And make yourself a better person. Based on what I've seen, he's done all that. And the warm exchange at the end of the game, at the end of his round with his kids, said everything. So good for you, Tiger. All right, let's get into the football. Big result, Liverpool exercising some demons, beating Chelsea. As you will recall, in 2014, Liverpool blew it. They had a 5-point lead with 3 rounds to go to win their first league title since 1980. They lost at Chelsea, Steven Gerrard falling. And then they would tie Crystal Palace, and it was just a huge disappointment. And now Liverpool's in front. They are 2 points ahead of Manchester City. Man City's got a game in hand, so they control their own destiny. And if Liverpool blew it from this point, you can't compare to what happened in 2014 because that was a choke job. Liverpool, if they don't win it here, it's probably because of a few other things. 2 weeks from now, if they blow it, then that's a different story. So now they have four games to go. All games they should win. 3 teams that are in the relegation picture. Manchester City have 5 games, but 2 of them are against Tottenham Hotspur, top 4, and Manchester United, rivalry game. That would say that Liverpool's going to win this. I know I said Manchester City's going to win 4 trophies, and I ain't changing that yet. I still think City. But Liverpool, this was the big result they had to do, and they got through. This was the hard one. And they look great. In the Champions League, no one laid a better marker than they did by beating Porto. They could win it there. Maybe we're talking Liverpool winning 2 trophies. Should be. All right, I want to talk about Lionel Messi and Barcelona. There's a conundrum developing there. Is it Messi? Is it Barcelona? So Barcelona in the first leg of the Champions League, and the second legs are coming up, beat Manchester United 1-0. These are these results that Barcelona has been getting with some frequency here. It's a different team. It's not tiki-taka. It's grind, spoil, protect results. That's how you win the Champions League. That's how you do it. You don't need Messi. Yeah, you do. Messi will help. But if you get these results, they start to add up. At the end of the day, if Barcelona, who have a real good shot now because of the defense, because of the way they play, because of the Valverde system, it's not pretty sometimes. It's not free-flowing Messi, who's been rested here. They can win it. But maybe they get a couple goals from him, and then it's perfect. But if they don't, who gets the credit at the end? It should be a team effort. Teams have to protect their stars. We shouldn't be talking about Ronaldo. Juventus have to protect their stars as well and win it. And maybe the stars get more credit, but it's a team effort. Maybe we get that Juventus-Barcelona final. I don't know. But that was pretty cool. Real quickly, I was in Paris, and I didn't see the PSG game. I should have. But But they just lost 5-1 to Lille. It is the worst defeat that they have had since the Qatari ownership group took over in 2011. I think league result, I should say. This feels really empty. You have this team with two of the 5 biggest stars in the world, Kylian Mbappe and Neymar. Neymar hasn't been playing. Do they keep playing there? We don't see them. They're lost. They're going to win the title next week, but they couldn't clinch it here after losing 5-1. But it's just disappointing. Had high expectations. Out of the Champions League, so again, we don't care. All right, something I'm going to do here on Full Time, I'm going to recommend a product that I like. This is free advertising, really. I'm doing this to hope to not have free advertising in the future. But I was in Europe, and I took Big Bus. It's a double-decker bus that goes around town in London as well as Paris. It comes over 5 minutes. Every 5 minutes, a new bus comes around. It takes you through all the tourist areas. It has guided, narrated a person talking to you about the sights. Great sightseeing help. And I used it as a taxi service. It was great. I'd stop here. Here's an example of what happened. The narration would go, as you look on the left, you have the Crown Garter, one of the best pubs in all of London. It has some of the tastiest lagers in all the city. I'd hit the button, stop right here. I'm having a lager. I'd have a lager. 5 minutes later, another bus comes on. I'd get on. I'd go to Buckingham Palace. I'd see everything. And I did it for £20 a day. And you get a free river cruise of the Thames. 20 pounds. All right, this is Full Time. Glad to be back. Please subscribe to my YouTube page. It's going to be all the rage. Tell your friends. Leave a comment. And I'll see you soon. We covered a lot of ground. I'll dress up nicer next time. If you know what I mean, Jelly Bean.